Can we please get a moment of silence for what's inevitably the death of the Xbox? If you haven't heard, Halo is no longer going to be an Xbox exclusive. It's crossing platforms. It's going to be on PlayStation. This, honestly, and it may have been in the works and I just didn't hear about it, but this news came out of nowhere for me. I was on vacation with my wife. We were on a cruise, and I just happened to be scrolling through Instagram and saw that Halo, I actually thought it was fake when I first saw it, that Halo was going to be cross platforms and it was going to be available on PlayStation for the newest game coming out. And I thought it was fake. Halo has made billions of dollars as an Xbox exclusive. And honestly, it's arguably the most iconic first-person shooter game of all time. Like, when you think, and you know, I'll even go past that. It is arguably the most iconic exclusive of all time. I remember whenever the PlayStation first came out, I've always been a PlayStation guy. I mean, I had friends that were Xbox guys, and they always played Halo. And I remember watching them and thinking that it was a really cool game. I can't play first-person shooter games. I suck tremendously at them, and so I don't even try. Like, I'm so bad at first-person shooter that I don't even try it because it sucks all the enjoyment out of video gaming for me because I'm so bad at it. That being said, you know, I remember always wanting to play Halo, but I was also a PlayStation guy, and so it wasn't available on PlayStation. And I don't know if you get the Xbox console and the success it had without Halo. Like, I just don't. I think when you think of exclusivity for video games and what makes it so valuable to a platform, like, look no further than Halo on Xbox. Like, it is the most exclusive, iconic video game of all time, and it's no longer just for Xbox. So with it going cross-platform and no longer being an Xbox exclusive, the question has to be posed: what does that mean for Xbox? And, you know, look, the console wars, I think, were ending a long time ago. I think with the success of the PlayStation 5, and you saw how the Series you know, X and Series S for the last gen Xbox did, I think you could clearly see that PlayStation was catapulting themselves ahead of the group, right? But I still thought there was a place for Xbox. I own an Xbox as well right now. And one of the things, I made a video about this a couple weeks ago. What makes Xbox great is the Xbox Game Pass. Like, I thought that the Xbox Game Pass, it being a subscription-based service. I mean, obviously PlayStation has their version as well, but what you got for the Xbox Game Pass, like the library of video games that you got, and along with, you know, new titles coming out. Like, I'm playing Expedition 33 right now, in large part solely because I was able to get it for free through the Game Pass. So I thought there was always a place for Xbox. But if it's not going to be able to retain its exclusivity for video games, especially for Halo, I don't know what's left for Xbox to do. And to be honest, I think that at the end of the day, you know, Xbox, I think this is a foreshadowing of things to come for Xbox. It's been rumored already that they may end up going consoleless in their future. Like, they may end up taking a platform like their Xbox Game Pass platform and just scrapping the console altogether and just becoming kind of a subscription-based video game service that you can play on, like, your PC or maybe even PlayStation or things like that. And I think we're kind of seeing that with the release of the Ally and the Ally X. I think that you're seeing Xbox slowly starting to get away from making consoles, and it makes sense. But I think this is the next evolution of what video games is going to be for us. I think that I think PlayStation for a long time, if not forever, is going to have its place in video gaming. I think Sony is far above anyone else out there, and I don't think it's going to be close, and I think it's going to take a long time before anyone's able to catch up to them. It's certainly not going to be Nintendo. So where does this leave Xbox? And I think if you fast forward the clock 5 years from now, Xbox consoles are out of production. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's time for Microsoft and for Xbox to move away from something that clearly isn't working for them anymore on a larger scale, and really start focusing on what is working for them. I think that they have an opportunity. Obviously, I'm recording this on Microsoft software, right, on Windows software. I think that Microsoft is always going to have a name for themselves when it comes to computer software. Why not take that ingenuity, create yourself what could potentially be your kind of first subscription-based video game service that's not on a platform, and be, because I would love to be. I mean, because when you're talking about the controls for a video game, the Xbox controls and the PlayStation controls are one and the same. They may have different buttons that that they call out for what you press on the controller itself, but the controllers are the same. So I think that you're going to see a world where Xbox moves away from making actual consoles and starts getting into the production business for online gaming and an online service with their Game Pass. I think that's how they should go. And I think that's even more evident for the fact that, they raised their prices for that subscription service. I think they're realizing that they have something here. They can make more money out of it. I don't think that they raised their price on the subscription service because they were losing money on the subscription service. I don't. I think they're losing money on the consoles. I think we're going to see those go. I think this is the first step. So, aside from that, Halo being on PlayStation, I'm still not going to play it. It's still first-person shooter, and I suck at it. But, I think that it's only a good thing if you're a PlayStation guy, if you can only afford one system, and because they're fucking pricey, and you've always wanted to play Halo, well, here's your chance.